Are you torn between the Ōura Ring and the Whoop and you want to know where to spend your hard-earned money? Well, in today's video, I'm going to tell you and I'm going to share with you the truth about both. What's up, superhumans? BT here. If you are new to this channel, well, first of all, welcome. I am so stoked to have you. Thanks for stopping by. I like to create content that's going to help you move, feel, and perform better, both mentally and physically. So if you're into that sort of thing, if that sort of thing floats your boat, hit that subscribe button. Today, we are going to deep dive into wearable fitness technology and compare the Ōura Ring and the Whoop to see which one would best suit you. Now, the Ōura Ring and the Whoop share a lot of similarities, way more than you might think just by looking at them. So much so that it can actually be kind of confusing. So let's hurry and cover the major differences. Ōura Ring, depending on the finish you get, will either cost you $2.99 or $3.99. Whoop, however, takes a completely different approach to its product. They actually don't think they're selling you a product, they're selling you a service. So you get the Whoop for free and you're paying for a monthly subscription. And that cost depends on how long of a subscription you've signed up for. If you're doing month to month, it's $30 a month. If you sign up for 12 months, you save some money, it's $24 a month. And if you sign up for 18 months, this is where you're gonna save the most, 40%, and it's $18 a month. The most obvious difference between the two is one is a bracelet and the other is a ring. Now, something important about the Ōura Ring is that it's a ring. It cannot be adjusted. Now, they send you like a sizing chart to make sure that the size is good for you, but you can't adjust it after you get it. The Whoop strap is a strap and you can adjust it, so like if your wrist gets swollen or you're very dehydrated, you can always adjust it so that it has the best fit. Now, the last difference is in how they charge. The Ōura Ring has a little stand that you slide the ring onto, and that it's USB-C, you plug it into the wall, and it charges. It takes about 80 minutes to charge, and you get 5 to 7 days of battery life. The Whoop, however, you do not take off. You actually just slide this little battery puck over the Whoop. That way you never have to take off the strap to charge it. Battery life lasts about 5 days. And seriously, that's where all the major differences end. 90% of what each of these devices track is identical. It's just in the way that they present to you that data where they really differ, and who's better at it is honestly mostly subjective. It's in the last 10% that you really see where they differ and who these devices are intended for. When you open the app, Ōura Ring is going to give you 3 scores to help you quickly see what is the most important data about your body: activity, readiness, and sleep. Whoop, when you open the app, is going to give you 3 scores to help you quickly see what is the most important data about your body: strain, recovery, and sleep. With Ōura Ring, if you click on sleep, you're going to see total sleep, time in bed, sleep efficiency, and resting heart rate. With Whoop, if you click on sleep, you're going to see total sleep, time in bed, efficiency, and respiratory rate. Ōura Ring also gives you a detailed report on your sleep, including the sleep stages: awake, REM, light, and deep. Whoop also gives you a detailed report on your sleep, including the stages of sleep: awake, REM, light, and deep. Ōura can tell you when your ideal bedtime is. Whoop can also tell you when your ideal bedtime is. When giving you a readiness score, Ōura Ring is going to take into account resting heart rate variability, body temperature deviation, respiratory rate, the prior day's sleep, and activity. Plus, it's going to give you a recovery index based on the week prior. When giving you a recovery score, Whoop is going to take into account resting heart rate variability, body temperature deviation, respiratory rate, the previous day's sleep, and strain, and it's going to give you a recovery index from the week prior. Also, Ōura Ring lets you choose from a plethora of tags as a way of letting you tease out the behaviors that are either trending positively or negatively in your recovery. Whoop has a journal where you can choose from a plethora of activities as a way of letting you tease out behaviors that are going to be trending either positively or negatively in your recovery. Obviously, I posted it this way because you can see just how similar both of these products are in what they track. So it's in activity for Ōura Ring or strain for Whoop where we see the biggest difference. Ōura Ring starts by having you set a goal of how active you want to be, a calories burned goal. By clicking on activity in the bottom right hand corner of the app, you'll also see total calories burned and steps taken. Below that, you'll find the activity contributors and it rates your performance in those. These activity contributors are stay active, move every hour. Now, if you've enabled notifications, Ōura Ring will notify you anytime you've spent 50 minutes or more not moving around. Meet daily goals, training frequency, training volume, and recovery time. Now, Whoop measures daily strain, and this is how Whoop defines strain. Strain is a true measure of how much stress you're putting on your body, both mentally and physically. Whoop strain is measured on a proprietary scale of 0 to 21 and can be affected by things like exercise, work, anxiety, running errands, parenting, and more. Now, strain is broken down into 4 categories. Light strain, which has a score of 0 to 9. This level of exertion indicates room for active recovery with minimal stress being put on the body. Moderate strain, which is a score of 10 to 13. This range indicates moderate stress is being put on the body, which helps maintain fitness. Now, high stress, which is a score of 14 to 17. This level of exertion indicates increased stress and/or activity which can help build fitness gains in your training. Finally, overreaching, which is a score of 18 to 21. This range indicates all-out training or a day full of activities which put significant stress on the body and may be difficult to recover from in the following day. In strain, you're also going to see your max heart rate, your average heart rate, and calories burned. Okay, let's hurry and clarify the differences of activity and strain we've seen so far. Ōura sets an activity goal. Whoop does not. Ōura measures steps. Whoop does not. If you were to take everything given up to this point and stop here, it would be pretty easy to see who's maybe the leader. But it doesn't stop here. Now you can add a workout in Ōura Ring, giving it a duration and an intensity. Ōura Ring has a predetermined baseline of calories burned for each of the activities it offers, and 3 intensities to choose from. Now you cannot start an activity. There is no during activity monitoring. You cannot look at anything heart rate related or calories burned. Everything is done after the fact. Now, Whoop lets you start an activity in general, or you can specify what kind of activity you are doing. And depending on that activity, the screen might change from this to something like this, which is going to track your speed and distance. You also get your average heart rate, max heart rate, and zones in heart rate. Whoop also offers Strain Coach, which you can turn on by toggling this button here. Strain Coach is going to give you the optimal strain you should hit for the day. Also, if you want to share your workout, the activity you're doing with your friends, community, your group, your team, you can by hitting the live icon. Tapping the live icon will bring up all of that info with 3 different metric overlays, which you can record and share later. Now, if you forgot to start a workout, that's totally fine because Whoop actually auto-detects your workouts. And the longer you wear Whoop, the better this function becomes. Not only will it recognize the workout, but it will recognize what kind of workout. And of course, you can always add an activity after the fact. Along with Fit, how many readings each of these devices take is going to affect the accuracy. Ōura Ring takes 250 readings a second. Whoop takes 4 times that at a reading every millisecond. Now when it comes to Fit, both of these aren't perfect. You can see this. My ring slips around on me all the time. So space gets in between the sensor and my skin. The Whoop can like totally just flip up and you get a faulty reading that way. The problem, however, is I can't go a size down because I wouldn't be able to get the ring on, and if I went a size up, it would just slip right off. With the Whoop, I can, adjust the bracelet, the strap accordingly. First of all, both of these are great. And when it comes to health tracking, they're two of the best, in my opinion. But neither of them are perfect. Neither of them are complete. Neither of them will call emergency services if you take a fall on your mountain bike. Neither of them take an echocardiogram. Neither of them can give you elevation gained on a hike or your exact route of your last run. At one time, I had 6 fitness trackers on me for testing, and no one product did it all. Now, these are my thoughts, so take them with a grain of salt. But somebody reached out to me and said, I love your videos, but they do come across as biased. Yeah, I am biased about the one that I like the most, which one I think is the best, and I'm going to relay that to you, but I'm going to do so in the most impartial way I possibly can, presenting just the facts and my own personal experience. Now, that being said, I do think the Ōura Ring and the Whoop, even though they track so many similar things, are intended for different audiences. I think the Ōura Ring is great for the person who's interested in improving health in a generality, is less interested in fitness, workout-specific breakdowns, and maybe is new to this health and fitness journey. It tracks steps, calories burned, sleep, metrics you'd want to see as a beginner. Ōura Ring also gives you the option to do a meditation, to take a moment, as they say. I think Whoop, by what it tracks, maybe even more importantly, what it omits, really focuses on fitness and what factors contribute to building optimum fitness. As I said earlier, neither of them are perfect. Both of them have their shortcomings. And here's my opinion on what these shortcomings for each device might be. And they could be subjective. Maybe they don't mean that much to you, and that's okay. I'd say Ōura's user experience is pretty darn good. But once you get past the home page and you want to see the data more in detail, this is where things get a little convoluted, a little confusing. I honestly kind of got lost in it. For me, the structure, the way they present that data doesn't flow well. Its way of rating your performance in those activity contributors seem absolutish. And in health and fitness, it's almost never an absolute. If you're someone looking to take meaningful data and turn it into action, confusion is the last thing you want. Probably the biggest gripe against Whoop is that you can't actually own it because it's a subscription. And this is very polarizing. Some people don't care about it, but some people absolutely hate this. And even though it's not the most important factor for me, I would still like to see steps or miles walked. I understand why Whoop does it. They don't think it's a strong contributor to optimum fitness, but I still wouldn't mind seeing it, and I bet some people out there like you would too. To me, Whoop is the best, and that's because that aspect of my life, fitness, right now is very important to me, and it presents that data, all of that important data that I want, in a real easy to understand way. Ōura Ring doesn't offer some of that data, plain and simple. But like I said earlier, that's okay because maybe that's not that important to you. Finally, here's the truth about both though. Do you need them? No, you don't. Could either of these devices help you improve your life by taking the data they give you and turning it into action? Yes. But if you don't, well, then neither of these are going to help and no other wearable would either. I sincerely hope that this video helped you figure out which device is right for you and hopefully helps you make a potential buying decision. If you like this video, please hit that like button. It goes so far. I can't even tell you how far it goes with this YouTube algorithm. And while you're down there, let me know what you thought of the video. Was there anything I was missing or leaving out? I would love to hear your opinion. Finally, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell down below if you want to see more videos just like this. Thanks again for watching. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.
You on repeat, you can see 'cause you have closed your eyes.